Let's take a stroll down memory lane to the year 2013, when an amateur fighter from Crumlin, Ireland was gearing up for the fight of his life. He walks into the boxing ring wearing borrowed shorts from his friend. Minutes later, his opponent was knocked out, and our boy was heading back to Crumlin with a sweet $60,000 check in his pocket. Fast forward to today, and that same fighter, now worth over $200 million, is one of the greatest athletes in the world. Welcome to the lavish life of Conor McGregor, where we explore how this legend spends his fortune. When you're traveling the world throwing hands for a living, it makes perfect sense to have a peaceful place to kick back. For McGregor, that sanctuary is in the heart of Ireland. In 2019, he dropped a casual $2.5 million on a mansion previously owned by the son of the Irish Prime Minister, known as the Paddocks. This luxury estate is nestled in Lady Castle at K Club Kildare, which is basically where Irish royalty goes to tee off. With 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and more chandeliers than you can count, this house is the haven for champions. The kitchen features marble countertops and a mini wine cellar opening into a sprawling living room perfect for hosting post-fight feasts. If McGregor ever tires of beating people up, he could unwind with some video games or shoot around a pool in the game room. And let's not forget the horse riding lessons right at his doorstep, because why not? Now when you're Conor McGregor, those cloudy skies of Ireland might not always cut it. So what's a fighter to do? Buy a sunny villa in Spain, obviously. His Marbella holiday home, snagged in 2018 for a mere $1.6 million, offers killer views of the Mediterranean and a front row seat to the African coastline. It's located in a gated community nicknamed Superstars Cul-de-sac, because apparently having regular neighbors isn't an option for McGregor. Las Vegas, the city that never sleeps. Much like Conor McGregor before a fight. When you're battling in Sin City, you need a Mac mansion, and so in 2015, McGregor acquired this 12,000 square foot desert palace right there in Vegas, and it's as extra as you'd expect. With 7 bedrooms, each with an in-suite bathroom, this place might be the only house in Vegas where you actually want to stay in. What else does this lavish estate include? Oh, just a 3-floor elevator that opens straight into the master suite? Because walking is overrated. And let's not forget the 50-foot infinity pool, which doubles as a training spot when McGregor isn't terrorizing the UFC world. There's a 10-person spa, a private golf course, and a 10-car garage for his collection of luxury vehicles. Did I mention the marble jacuzzi and an indoor waterfall? If you thought Conor McGregor only collected knockouts, think again. He's also a luxury car enthusiast, and trust me, his garage looks like a scene from Fast and the Furious, but with a much higher budget and a lot more leather seats. Let's start with Rolls-Royce, because why not? These luxury sedans are practically a rite of passage for royalty and UFC champions alike. McGregor's love affair with Rolls-Royce began in 2015 when he knocked out Jose Scarface Aldo in a brisk 13 seconds. As a celebration, he dropped $305,000 on a Phantom Coupe. While most people might treat themselves to a celebratory drink, Conor went for a small mansion on wheels. The following year, Rolls-Royce gifted him a $260,000 Ghost, complete with his face and nickname on the exterior. Why buy a car when they'll give you one for free, right? Though I'm sure my Honda dealership wouldn't agree. McGregor reportedly owns 3 more Rolls-Royces, all valued at over $900,000. In 2021, he even gifted his 20-year-old niece one because nothing says happy birthday like a vehicle someone can't afford to insure. That's a lot of rolling for a guy famous for his knockouts. McGregor's Lamborghini collection is a stuff of legend, partly because even his toddler owns one. Yeah, you read that right. When your dad is McGregor, forget about Hot Wheels. You get a miniature Lambo with a personalized license plate referencing dad's most famous win. I guess that's one way to flex on the playground. McGregor himself owns 2 Aventadors, one of which is a convertible valued at $308,000. And we can't forget his $190,000 Huracan Aveo, because apparently one supercar isn't enough? In the spirit of Christmas, McGregor gifted his partner, Dee Devlin, a $170,000 Lamborghini Urus SUV in 2019. Forget socks or candles, Dee's stocking was filled with 650 horsepower. If you're wondering what else is parked in a supersized garage, it boasts a $224,000 McLaren 650S, a $190,000 Bentley Continental GT, and a Mercedes AMG S550 Coupe worth $123,000. You see, McGregor isn't just a knockout artist in the octagon, he's a knockout dresser too. Whether he's throwing punches or posing for the cameras, his sharp tongue is rivaled only by his even sharper suits. And if you've ever seen McGregor in one of his custom tailored ensembles, you know exactly what I mean. These suits can run as high as $10,000 each, and McGregor doesn't just stop at one. During his media tours, he sometimes needs up to 10 suits. Because if you're going to trash talk, you might as well look good doing it. But let's be real, not all of his wardrobe choices are subtle. Remember that $30,000 Gucci mink coat he rocked at a 2017 press conference? Complete with snake embroidery, the coat was a nod to boxing legend Joe Frazier, but it stirred up plenty of controversy. Not that McGregor cared. After all, if you're dropping $30,000 on a coat, you're probably not losing sleep over a little backlash. McGregor has also teamed up with celebrity tailor David August Heil, the mastermind behind his famous FU suit. Yes, the one that sent waves to the fashion world and his fans with its cheeky pinstripes. David August Heil has been McGregor's personal tailor for years, but McGregor isn't the only A-lister Heil has dressed. His client list includes Hollywood heavyweights like Sylvester Stallone, Robert Downey Jr., and even the late great Kobe Bryant. Together, Heil and McGregor launched the August McGregor clothing line, giving fans a chance to dress like the champ without having to fork over $10,000 for the privilege. Because let's face it, not all of us have a UFC contract or a proper number 12 whiskey empire bankrolling our wardrobes. Speaking of that legendary FU suit, Heil himself admitted that it could have gone either way. It was a bold move. Either it would become iconic or it would crash and burn. Thankfully, it landed squarely in the iconic column and fans couldn't get enough. Conor McGregor's watch collection is just as flashy and extravagant as his wardrobe. One of his most notable acquisitions is the Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711/1A, worth $120,000. Another stunning addition is the Patek Philippe Rare Handcrafts Calatrava, which retails for $135,000, blending sophistication with the warmth of gold and a watch that is as much a piece of art as it is a timekeeper. Not to be overlooked, the Chopard LUC Tourbillon is a showstopper at $630,000, boasting a breathtaking design adorned with diamond accents that proves McGregor's taste is as sharp as his fighting style. The Bax & Strauss Berkeley 37 is another gem in his collection, priced at $60,000. Then there's the Jacob & Company Astronomia Casino, a stunning piece that costs $620,000, and the Patek Philippe Complications World Time valued at $116,000. Everyone loves a Rolex, so of course, Conor has a few of those, including the Rolex Daytona Eye of the Tiger at $410,000 for that classic motorsport style. And no Rolex collection would be complete without a Rolex Day-Date, commonly referred to as the President's Watch. Priced at $109,000, this classic Rolex Day-Date 36 perfectly complements McGregor's image of power and control, making it a timeless addition to his ever-growing collection. Another standout in his collection is the Rolex Yachtmaster 2, priced at $48,150. Known for being a sailor's watch, it's perfect for someone like McGregor, who's more likely to buy the yacht itself than just sail on it. But let's not forget the pièce de résistance of his collection, the Jacob & Company Astronomia Tourbillon 5-Minute, a staggering $1 million masterpiece that features a rotating tourbillon and stunning diamond embellishments. Not far behind is the Patek Philippe Complications Annual Calendar Chronograph Platinum Ware & Sons Limited Edition, also priced at $1 million. You might catch him flexing this one on his Instagram, but unless you've got millions to spare, you'll have to admire these stunning pieces from afar. When it comes to vacationing, you best believe that McGregor is living it up. With the help of his speedboat supercar, the man has been living like a king on high waters. His Technomar for Lamborghini 63 speedboat, bought for a cool $4 million, is everything you'd expect of a high-end luxury speedboat. Sleek, fast, and built to make a statement. It's the perfect toy for a guy who thrives on adrenaline and style. And when he's not tearing up the seas, you'll likely find him soaring through the skies, chartering one of the most expensive jets in the world. The Legacy 600 aircraft, operated by Air Hamburg and built in 2009, is a flying mansion in the clouds. It offers all the comfort you can dream of, with enough space to carry up to 13 passengers, so Conor can bring his entourage along for the ride. While we're not sure exactly how much it costs to charter this airborne beauty, it's safe to say that with McGregor's taste, you can bet it's not cheap. This is McGregor we're talking about. Do you think he'd settle for anything less than the best? While McGregor enjoys splurging on his extravagant lifestyle, he hasn't forgotten his roots. Growing up, his father struggled to keep the family taxi running due to low income. So once Conor hit the big time, he made it a priority to pay off all the family debt and even gifted BMWs to each family member. That's one way to say, thanks for putting up with me. And just when you thought he couldn't get more generous, he swipes a different card. The fighter has donated a lot of money to charity, even as much as $50,000 to fight homelessness in Ireland, and $28,000 worth of Smith's Toy vouchers to inner city helping homeless, ensuring families had something special for Christmas. At this point, Santa Claus might just need to take notes from this guy. But don't think for a second that Conor is only about charity. He also knows how to indulge in his own lavish lifestyle. He spends a jaw-dropping $250,000 a year on rigorous training sessions because, after all, being a champion doesn't come cheap. And when it comes to partying, Conor doesn't hold back. He's been known to drop $100,000 picking up tabs on drinks at Encore Beach Club in LA, because if you're going to celebrate, you might as well go all out. In fact, we're willing to bet that it's a mix of his love for partying and his entrepreneurial spirit that inspired him to launch his whiskey brand, Proper No. 12. The brand quickly became a sensation, flying off the shelves so fast that Tesco in Ireland had to limit customers to just 2 bottles at a time. Eventually, Conor sold his shares in the brand for a staggering $600 million. Now that's what we call a windfall. And there you have it. An exclusive peek into the extravagant life of one of the world's biggest athletes. From luxury yachts to private jets, million-dollar watches, and whiskey empires, Conor McGregor has certainly come a long way from his humble beginnings.